What is up, Need for Speed racers and Copium participants? It is I, your wheelman, Alex Cornnut. Today is the 1-year anniversary of the Copium Series. For this anniversary, this week we are doing a special lineup. It is Team Vulcan versus Team Pagani. So pick your poison, drive either car or both, set a time in either, and let's see how we do this week. The rules are very simple. Buy the Pagani or buy the Aston Martin Vulcan, and you drive it on Lakeshore Remix in the S class. I'm going to show you a build for both cars here in a minute, so that way you've got a good baseline to start with. All you have to do at the end of that race is take a screenshot, send it to me via email at alexcornnut@gmail.com, link down below, or submit it in the Copium submission section of my Discord, link down below. That's it. It's really easy. Take your screenshot with your phone, take a picture, or on console grab a screenshot, however you need to do it, and get it to me and we'll get you in the entries. We had 90 participate last week, we had almost 100 the week before that, and this week I expect to see 100 people participate. The splits are always very, very close, so go as hard as you can, give it multiple tries if you will, and honestly just try to improve day after day, lap after lap, so you can get the best time that you're capable of. It is a lot of fun, it's a great way to participate with others, and it's the biggest series in Need for Speed Unbound right now, so honestly, jump in here and get with us. Let me show you the build for the Pagani, and then I will show you the build for the Aston Martin right after that, and then I'll show you where the race is at on track. Spoiler alert, you guys are probably going to get pretty decent at Lakeside this week because you have to do Lakeside first to get to Lakeshore Remix. Alright, for the Pagani, you've got a couple engines to choose from, but the best engine is the first engine over. It is the Iron Basic 308 horsepower 3.6 liter V6. Now, originally when we built this car, we were running it with the Sentry. I have started to really like running the single turbo build, so that's what I'm going to show you today. You do Silver, Pro Induction, Elite Platinum ECU, fuel system, and exhaust, and then Elite Platinum single turbo. We run Sport Bronze Nitrous, Elite Platinum Road Suspension, Silver Pro stock brakes, and Elite Platinum grip tires. Stock clutch, which is Sport Bronze, and then you are going to put the Sport Bronze 5-speed transmission in the car to make it fit in the class because the other two take it well out of the class. With that, make sure that you have the Elite Platinum diff, that way you get the most out of the handling slider, and then auxiliaries, you definitely want to have them so you get the best time on track. For the handling slider, we're going 90% grip on the Pagani. It's the only way that I could get it into the class with this particular setup on it. Steering sensitivity, I run 2 clicks high. Downforce is 2 clicks from the right to center, 1, 2. That is S329. That's how I have the car set up. I run traction control off, and drift entry is brake tap. Now, if you're a drifter, you can set the car up for that no problem. All you got to do is go over, slap your drift tires on the vehicle, and then slide the slider as far to the right as you can. The car does drift. It does okay. Once you've got that 20% drift set up, you can go and you can equip a little bit higher tier induction. You can go to Super Gold, put a little more horsepower in it, and you're good to go. That's basically the only change you can make. It works pretty well. I like it. If you want to do a different forced induction or try something different, feel free to do that this week. Experiment with the car. Whatever works best for you to get you around the track the fastest. I'm going to be breaking everybody up into splits, so no matter where you're at, you can still win your split around others that are of a similar time, and it's a lot of fun. I love it. We always have really close racing, ties in some cases. It gets it done. Let me show you the setup now for the Aston Martin Vulcan is in front of us. This is the ultimate Gripium car. If you are a grip driver, I think this is the one to go with. The Pagani is definitely a very good drift car in its own right. It does drift just fine. There's some really fast laps that are set in it. So all that being said, let me show you the setup on the Aston Martin. And while we're getting into the parts, I got to give a shout out to our man OMG Surfy. He did a wrap for both the Vulcan and the Pagani, and they've got Copium on the side. So go look at the most recent wraps for these and slap that on your car. And then give Surfy a follow as well because he does really good wraps. Definitely shout out to OMG Surfy. Okay, the build for this one, there's only one engine, so you're just running what's in it. And then the parts are pretty straightforward. It's Super Gold induction, and then Elite Platinum ECU fuel system and exhaust. Naturally aspirated, so no forced induction at all. Make sure that you go and equip that Iron Basic part. And then it's Sport Bronze Nitrous, Elite Platinum Road Suspension, stock brakes, which is Super Gold, and then Elite Platinum grip tires, stock clutch, which is Super Gold, and then make sure that you put in the Sport Bronze 5-speed transmission. That's the only way it stays in the class, otherwise it's going to be S+. Elite Platinum differential, because that's what we need to get the most out of the handling slider, and then make sure you throw those auxiliaries on there. Handling, 95% grip is how it fits in the class. 100% grip just doesn't quite work with this setup, so put that slider at the 95% grip zone. Steering sensitivity, I run 2 clicks high. Downforce all the way high, that's where you need to be. The last 3 clicks is where it's at, but if you want the ultimate grip experience, 90 or 100% on the high end is where I run it. Traction control off, drift entry, brake tap. The Vulcan is cracked. It is my favorite actual grip car. Like, it just hooks up. It's very fast. It's great on this track. And both of these cars are omega competitive with each other. I think a drifter in the Pagani is capable of a 55 this week on this track. And I think the rest of us that are running Gripium in the Vulcan are really going to have to work hard to catch up. But at the end of the day, we'll see how the stats show at the end of the week. Overall, both cars are very good. They're very competitive with one another. We tested these side by side. And at the end of the day, drive whatever your preference is. So if you like the Vulcan better, Team Vulcan. If you would rather run the Pagani, Team Pagani. If you want to run both, run them both. If you want to participate in the Reversium Challenge, run the track backwards in either car. That's it. Just start the race, drive it in reverse, and then submit your time there as well. A lot of guys are doing that. It's kind of a meme. It's a lot of fun. It's just a different way to participate. If you are looking for people to run with, I have a Copium section of my Discord set up for that. More often than not, there's somebody that'll run with you, so that way you guys can start that race up and have some fun with it. The track that we're running this week, like I said, is Lakeshore Remix. It is found in the S meetup. It is Blurred Lines for the playlist, and it is the second race of that playlist right here with Lakeshore Remix. This is the only place in the game where you can find this, and so you do have to run Lakeside first. So set yourself up with an off-road build, put a bunch of horsepower in it, have some fun on that track. If you can, it's my least favorite track in the game. And then run Lakeshore Remix, and just make sure you grab a screenshot at the end so we can get you put into the splits. And then we run until Tuesday next week at 8 p.m. Central Time. That's the cutoff. That is when I put everybody into the splits, get everything divided up, and then I go live on stream shortly following that and do a reveal and have a lot of fun. If you participate this week and while you're going through this, you have a crazy piece of traffic fly out of nowhere, or you get into some cool racing with somebody, or get into a crash or whatever, and you have a cool clip, take that clip and put it in the Copium Picks and Clips, and then at the end of the week, I make like a little montage of all the crazy shit that happened this week, and I put that into the beginning of the stream for everybody to watch all the fun stuff that happens. It's a great way to participate. It's a great way to just kind of see some of the crazy shit that Need for Speed has got for us. That's it. Run either car, run any build you want, run it Lakeshore Remix, put a time in there, send it to me in the Discord, or send it to me via email, and we will get you taken care of this week. And I'm thankful to all you guys for participating. We'll see you on track. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.